Hi everyone, Molly, Purple Door Psychic, coming to you with our next card on our journey through the tarot, the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man usually represents like a form of sacrifice of some sorts, or can also represent like a lack of direction, or maybe some contemplation, maybe some perspective, waiting to figure out what's going on. Just you're hanging in there to try and figure out what's going on with your life. And when he is in this position where he's reversed, he's avoiding sacrifice. He's just kind of like, nah, I'm not gonna, sacrifice myself right now. There's also a lot of apathy in this position where it's kind of like, yeah, no, not today. No, not gonna do it. It's also a lot of like disinterests and kind of like stalling and not really a lot of moving forward. So when you see him in this, when you see him in a spread, it's usually because he is, trying to point you in the right direction, so to speak, or trying to let you know that, hey, you have been hanging in there quite a bit. You have some lack of direction. Let's kind of get going. Let's kind of move forward. Let's make some choices. Let's make some decisions. But as I mentioned, when he's like this, he's kind of like, no, let's kind of like hold off and chill for a little bit. I'm going to do me for right now. You go do you, and we'll come back later. So, yeah, sorry. It's been a very, very long day right before Thanksgiving. So it's been a very, very long day. My brain is a little fried from getting ready for Thanksgiving. So, but yeah, so when you see him in a spread, usually when you see him like in, let's go back to the 3-card spread, past, present, future, because that's one of the easiest ones to learn from. When you see him like this in your past spread, it means that you've been waiting for a little bit and then you found your sense of direction. Present, you need to make a decision. In future, okay, there will be some decisions that you need to make in the future. When he's like this in your past, it's like you were kind of at a standstill. You were at a stop. You needed to keep on moving forward. If it's like this in your future reading, you definitely are still kind of like, you need to make a choice. You need to hurry up with stuff. You need to kind of like stop procrastinating, stop stalling, and you need to like poop or get off the pot, pretty much. And then if you see him in your future, it means like, oh, something's going to happen that's going to kind of pull you off course just a little bit and make it so you will need to get yourself back onto course. Anyways, that's the Hanged Man. And as always, sorry, we've been cleaning, so there's a bunch of dust and dog hair flying around thanks to Odin. As always, these are just, if you're doing them just for friends and family and everything, they're just for fun. There's nothing to sit there and doom and gloom or go quit your job or leave your spouse or anything else like that. They're just for fun, and they're just meant to be for fun and that kind of thing. But if you keep on getting these, you keep on getting into it a little bit more, and you keep on doing more and more readings, then yes, you want to start taking them a little bit more seriously. And always, 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 even though I say that this is for fun, it's not to bet the house on or anything, it is kind of a serious thing because you are dealing with divination tools and you want to make sure to take care of them and make sure that you are taking care of your space when you do so. So I talked about before on my TikTok, warding yourself and making sure that you are protected that way. It's the same thing with the cards. You always want to make sure, and this is pretty much what I do after I get done speaking with you about the cards. I take the cards, I take their handy dandy little case, and yes, they're all purple, and I put them into their case. Now, all of my cards are always in some kind of tarot card case because you want to make sure that your cards are taken care of and that everything is nice and good and kosher with them. And we want to go ahead and tie them up, and then now they're protected. And usually a couple times throughout the different quarters of the year or during the different Sabbaths or whatnot, I will go ahead and I will cleanse all of my divination tools just to make sure that they're cleansed, there's nothing negative with them anymore, and that they're recharged, which is very important, but we'll get into that later. So anyways, that was the Hanged Man. Thank you very much for watching today, and I hope all of you have a very, very happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate for Thanksgiving, and for those who don't, I wish you a very, very wonderful Indigenous Peoples Day. Thank you, and blessed be.